take it real soon.
Triple M, you've got to love it. I am in Brisbane now. A bit of an update. Left the Clarence yesterday afternoon. I've headed all the way back to my son's place. Staying here for a couple of days, but of course, if I'm in Brisbane, what do I need to do? That's right, I need to go and visit the team at Wilson and have a look and see if there's anything I will need to win the ABT Grand Final. I know there's a few things that I'll need for Fraser, so I'm looking forward for this freshwater fisherman to have a look through Wilson with a different set of eyes, with the thought for some saltwater stuff. So yeah, not sure on whether I'll catch a fish at Fraser, but yeah, I'll check out the team at Wilson and see what they can do, and we'll all go from there. So now that's a bit of a fanboy situation.
The man is being questioned over the deep.
So into Wilson, I will insert some photos around here. I did the walkthrough last time I was here, but I had to call in, get some saltwater gear, and yeah, when I turned up, I had a few of my YouTube idols on there. So really cool. Sammy Hitsky Fishing and Sean Wales from 4 Wheel Drive 24/7. Had a good chat to them, and yeah, they're doing their big trip, I'm doing mine, so bit of fanboy stuff, but yes, that's the way it goes. As a freshwater fisherman and a lure fisherman, this is really confusing, but I think I've picked some round ball sinkers. I've got some star sinkers. Now I'm going to get some mustard fast hatches and some gang hooks, probably some boxer mustard gang hooks, and we'll see how we go with that. And hopefully that works. So yeah, anyway, that's what we're up to. Right, so that is all my shopping done for tackle and everything else. I've been busy this morning. All I've got to do is get some food, but all of this tackle shopping that I am doing is for this saltwater stuff that I'm not used to. So I'll probably be leaving a lot of that stuff for Connor to put in his tackle box and use, and we'll go from there. But a couple of hours to kill now. I might just go down and check out the water here at Cleveland and set up a few start setting up a few gang hook rigs and stuff like that. So anyway, out for now. Now you'll see here is Connor's Ranger and my Amarok. We are heading to Fraser Island, Kgari as they call it. So if I do say Fraser and offend anyone, I'm sorry. It's just, you know, for 50 years I've been calling it Fraser, and for 50 years I've been wanting to go there. So it's not to offend anyone. I'll try and remember Kgari. But yes, we're going to have a bit of a filming fishing trip, and we're both fully loaded with maxed out gear, and yeah, just boys weekend. So Geordie and Carter are going to try and come over on the weekend. So Geordie's got a BT50, so it'll be a Ranger and I can BT50, and let's see who can get bogged first. Hopefully it's this and not that. Right, so we have the GT Works Ranger versus the GT Works Canopy Amarok. So with a 3.5 hour trip to go, we hit traffic straight away. As soon as we left Connor's place, that's all we got was traffic. Getting out onto the highway or the motorway, it started to clear up until we got roadworks. Once we got out onto the Bruce Highway, it opened right up and we got to sit on 110 all the way through to Gympie. At Gympie we had to stop for some supplies, including floaties for Elo Creek. Alright, that's Gympie. We've just called into... Whoa, Jesus, lost the camera. Look out. We've just called into Gympie to get the last of the supplies. Wanted to get some fresh meat and stuff like that because I've already been on the road for a week. Some fresh salads, some fresh... because we're going out to the island for the 7 days. So down to Inskip, we'll get some bait at Inskip and then we're on the barge. So looking forward to this one. Connor's, as I said, leading the way in his Ranger Wild Track. We'll do some more stats on that later. Yeah.
The wheels, when I went through it, when me and Katrina went through it in February, it was like 10 mil deep.
Yeah, I don't want it to be any more than sort of 600 mil because wading depth in my car's 500 mil. Alright, things are starting to get real now. Sorry mate, I didn't put my blinker on. Alright, starting to get a little nervous. Getting very close to the end where we let the tyres down.
You get some dodgy people around here. I was watching reading a post about someone who came and they got here at the wrong time so they camped here.
Explain what you're doing.
Taking the tyre cap off. We're going to deflate the tyres.
This way. Yeah.
We got the XTM quick tyre deflator here. So you're going to screw it on and it'll fill up with air, which pushes the little tab button out. And then you wind this out and it'll take out the valve out of your tyre. Yeah. Check it, it'll tell you what PSI it's at. And you have to stop the air coming out for it to register. Let the tyres down really quickly because the valve's not in there anymore to stop the air from coming out. So you've got to make sure you screw it on properly because if you lose the valve, it's not going anywhere. Then you just screw it back in.
And rinse and repeat on all the other tyres.
That's it.
Alright, one annoying thing. When I say annoying, it's, you know, trivial first world problems. Every time you start the car, it tells you you've got flat tyres. 4 of them, all at once. You can see out to the distance here on the right hand side of the barge, just coming in. So, you know you're just about there when that's happening.
Set up the wheel drive truck with a caravan in front of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the etiquette was, whether I was supposed to stop or not.
He might be cold.
No, he is. That's what I mean. I don't know what the etiquette is. Do you stop and wait or do you go around?
Just go around. He said go around.
No, there's not.
So that's it. We made it to Inskip. We made it through Inskip without getting bogged. So as long as we can get from here to there without getting bogged, we made it. So anyway, that's the big island over the back there. Everyone's just sending the drone up. It doesn't look like a lot of people. They're only running one barge, so it might be a nice day over there. The wind's a bit blowy. You won't see it, but in the background, way up there, looks like it's a bit blowy offshore. In here, nice and smooth. So anyway, next time you see me, I'll be on Fraser. This is my rookie adventure. Don't forget to let your tyre pressures down. I've been on the Facebook page. I see it every time. People not letting their tyre pressures down. We had 4 people bogged in front of us. So just make sure you let your tyre pressure down before you get out onto the point itself. Now we didn't record all of the barge going across and back, but it doesn't take that long, 15 minutes to half an hour and it's across and back. So just sit there, wait your time and wait back away from the barge. One whole car coming off on the return trip. Now, as I said, this is my first trip across, but you sit there, wait for the call up because the cars do have to come across. This time there was only one. And once you're on the barge, just follow the instructions. They'll guide you straight into where you're supposed to be. Kind of hope we don't rock too much because that's pretty close. Centimetre perfect parking though. Once the barge is taken off, make sure your car's in park or in gear and the handbrake on. But once the barge is taken off, you can then, if you haven't paid for your ticket, walk upstairs, have a good look around and pay for your ticket. Once again, the same thing on exit. Make sure that you just listen to when it's your turn to go. He will call you out when it's your turn. It might be caravans and trailers off first. Just wait for your call and then go. You'll see once I get off the barge that all the cars that are coming back over will all be lined up. This is about the only time you'll go on the inside of everyone on the island, but just stay on the harder sand and they'll all come onto the barge after you're all off. And of course, just remember, once you get on the island, all the normal road rules apply. So try and stick to the left. We also indicated which side of the beach we were actually travelling on. It did help. Not everyone does it, but when people do, it gives you a direction of which way they are going. And as a rookie on the island, don't get out there and become one of the race cars. Let everyone that's been on the island before go around and do their thing. If you get caught up in it, you'll have an early accident and not have a lot of fun. Now another rookie error, we got there at the wrong time. Obviously a lot of other people did too, but the tides were all wrong. This wasn't the only time we got the tides wrong for the weekend, but yeah, we were able to squeeze around the corner and then get into some open beach. But always time yourself around the low tide so you don't have to do this and wait to get around the trees. And if you can, make sure that you just wait out those waves, go around them, try not to drive through the water and have all that salt water spraying up underneath your car. Once you get onto this stretch of beach, it's pretty much smooth sailing from here. If you sail on the hard sand, you'll be fine. So watch out for next week's episode, and hopefully you'll see us conquer Kgari Rocks.
All right.